Also to show myself I'm not using anything sketch. So I don't have a cheat engine. I was practicing earlier. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting this to take like 2 tries. It's going to take a while. First phase is not so bad. This looks weird. Oh, whatever. It's not me. That's probably just me. Second phase is annoying. Second phase is a bit funny. We'll see how this goes, chat. I just gotta be on my toes and not have hair in my eyes. Oh, he's gonna come over. Oh, see? Yeah, see, there's a little... Shit, yeah. That... Oh my god. One thing that's somewhat annoying about this fight is there's 2 completely different movesets. Usually a fight will usually the first phase of a fight will be the basic thing, and then the second one will be a slight evolution. The thing with this one is it's completely different. There's nothing similar at all. Which is a little wonky as far as boss fights go, but whatever. He's gonna jump. Again. Well, I'm fucked. Oh no. Oh. Game. Okay. I shouldn't be running on this direction, I should be running the other direction. No? I'm gonna do this just to be safe. Oh, Oh, fuck! Oh my god, chat! High five! Oh! High five! With 25 health left. Although probably would have been about 20 at the time. Oh my god! Only took 53 minutes. Alright, what is this gonna look like? That's my controller vibrating.
The rune of death is unbound.
I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I'm actually fairly steady. So
and
that
the lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate. But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns. Farewell it is then. You'll be Elden Lord yet.
And I'm dead. Well, good thing I've been dead a few times before. I know what it looks like. I know how it feels. It's all good. Well, if that's not epic. Let me just sit there. 220k. You know what I complained that Radagon was 70 and Loretta was 130 for something? This dude gives me 220k. I accept that. I'm not gonna... Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah. Yo. I'll be back in a minute. And, oh my god. That makes me happy. I'm gonna go relax a little bit, give my cat some food. Because he deserves food. And, 220... Let's go another 6,000. Well, that's gonna be more than enough. Okay. Let's a little bit more endurance here. Oh, anything underground? Cathedral of the Forsaken? Is that the Moog? Thing? Ashen capital. So there was... I mean, there's a couple other things we could be visiting now. Let's keep pushing forward. Although I don't know where forward is. Where's forward, chat? Ah. Is forward here? Behold, the Erd tree yet stands, tall and unwavering, mindless, the scorch of the flame of ruin. Ha 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 ha. Then we are yet golden ones. Oh, I mean, it's a big tree. It's gonna take a while to burn. Okay, there's a thing there. Do I go there? Or is there any... Okay, let's be... Okay, you know what? What the hell is that? What is that? I don't know what that is, chat. Look at it all. Alright, guess I'll never know. So let's be a bit methodical. Where's the... Okay, here it is. So, let's go around the wall to see how... And oh, do we go up the dragon again? Or not? Also, what are my magic spells? I'm thinking, because I know that, well, I don't know. I know you fight Gideon. Although I don't know if you fight him up there. Or elsewhere. Also, there's no more enemies. Well, I guess I just... Oh, wait, no. I spoke too soon. Well, I don't think... I assume no. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's not helpful. Let's go the other way. Yeah, I know there's Gideon, and I have an idea for Gideon, because I know that the first time you... What are my magic spells? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Should be fine. So let's go this way now. Ah. Oh. This... Oh, there's a new one. I gotta discover all the things of grace again? Now, is there... Are there morons? Because there were dudes here before. I guess not anymore. Alright, that's fine, I guess. And I'm guessing this doesn't go anywhere because the city's under ash. Okay. That makes sense. Does that mean we can go this side? Well, that just goes up to the... That's a big dragon. Oh. Item if you haven't gotten it yet. I don't think this is helpful. I mean, maybe. Oh, everything's closed. Closed off. Okay. So, can we even go in here? Yes, we can. Is there a reason I'm gonna go in here? I'm gonna guess no. No. Okay, well that was simple. Why did killing Maliketh just drop this much ash everywhere? This is like Pompeii. Huh. Where the crap are we supposed to go? Because I think... Oh yeah, we're supposed to probably go up on the dragon, but is there even anything else? Anywhere? Can I? Oh, I can't use my horse. Oh wait, this goes. Maybe this is where you're supposed to go. I mean, not down here. I meant up. Huh. Let's go up there, and if there's a site of grace, let's come back after. Because, yeah, this leads to an elevator that goes down, I think. Or does that lead to the statue? Yeah, I think it leads to the statue. This is the elevator that goes up. Yeah, okay. And then it goes to the area where you fought Godfrey. Or at least the golden Godfrey. Right, just in here. Although, I don't really want to fight him yet, though. Oh, this is... No, this is a... Oh. Yeah, let's not go there yet. So, yeah, I think that's where this is where I took the photo. Like, I took a screenshot of the golden thing, and there's a tree in the way, but there's a statue there. And it says something about, Radagon being Marika or some weird garbage like that. Oh, this is a new area? Because I don't think I could have gone here before. Smithing stone 6. I don't think I care about you right now. And I don't think there's anything out here either. Okay, well. Let me try something dumb. Let's try this. Yeah.
I knew you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring. To search this. Commend your spirit, but always. None shall take the throne. Queen Maliketh, high hopes for us.
Ah! Almost.
Well until now.
Almost, chat. I ran out of stamina, that's the issue, which is fair. Okay, so I'm gonna die a few times trying to figure out where the best place to go is. No! Yeah.
You fought well until now.
Let me try. Oh no, the Burika stuff is there. Okay. I kind of want to change my magic spells, but eh. I think if I can stay far enough, I think I'll do fine. Ow. Oh my god. Right, because my spells can reach him, but his spells can't reach me, which is not cheap at all. Oh, God. Yeah, see, the thing is that... There we go. High five! The fun...
Cannot become a lord. Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
Scepter of the All-Knowing, and then his armor set. Okay. What I was gonna say is... This is much easier with magic, because you can just chill back. And... He can't really hit you. You just... And you can abuse the AI. Because if you're a character that's a little bit more mobile, will jump as soon as you cast a spell or shoot an arrow. But because spells are a little bit slower and they track a little bit, if you're far enough, doesn't matter where they go or how they roll, it'll actually just hit them anyway. So you can abuse that a little bit. I don't know who that guy is though. He's returned. The Lord has returned at long last. Our very first Lord to brandish the Elden Ring once more. That seems okay. I'm assuming this is where you go? And there's probably another site of grace there, and then I guess you go fight Godfrey there. Which is going to take me a little bit of time to get used to. Bird Tree Heal. I think I'm okay with the magic I have now. Or with the stuff I have now. I know that he's very aggressive, and he has a lot of AoEs, so should be okay. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned.
Okay, that's fine. You can have the ring. Alright, man. I'm good.
To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Pretty badass, sir. Ow. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. That hurt, sir. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm just learning the timings, and I want to see how I can get out of his stomp.
I see. You're here for... I see.
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall an age of fracture.
I am here. And you can hear my voice is a bit effed. I've had a cold or something, and I've been coughing non-stop for 2 days. And this is the game. First, I'd like to say, I kind of just wanted to get the last fight over with, just to finish with the game. So, I did practice with... Radagon a ton, and I'm fairly comfortable with him. The issue is that for the build I have, this is not the fight to be able to be to be a magic man, unless you have a stupid amount of vigor and a stupid amount of mind. So I had a reasonable amount of mind and I think a decent amount of vigor, but with the amount of magic I had, the amount of FP I had, I could not have beaten the two bosses, beaten Radagon and Elden Lord, one after the other. I just didn't have the MP for that. Unless I went up to 10 or 11 cerulean flasks, and that would leave me with 2 or 3 crimson flasks, and you can see that I didn't. That's not an option for me. I'm not a no-hit player for sure. So I did it that way. Like I said, I did practice, and I'm going to play a melee character down the line, and I won't choose him there. Like I said, I did practice Radagon, but at the point I am now, because there's other games I want to play right now, so I didn't want to spend a ton of time practicing this enemy. So, let's do that. Okay, now. Is there something else? Begin journey 2? No. So, yeah, so I didn't want to really finish the game like that, but it just kind of happened. There's one thing that I'm actually very curious about before I finish playing and give my thoughts. There we go. Here it is. This is where I wanted to go. Because Latenna said she wanted to be buried with her wolf once everything is done, so I'm assuming that's now. Oh, it doesn't give you the option. Or maybe it does, but I can't see where it is. Oh, I missed an item? How did I miss this item? Oh, not like I would have used it anyway. Yeah, so... Okay, well... Unless there's a different way of doing that, but... Yeah, so this finishes my playthrough of this game. We'll go back to the main menu. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's not perfect. There are a few things I'm not a huge fan of. Couple things. I don't understand why Tree Sentinel and Margit have so much health. Tree Sentinel is the first enemy you see. Is the first enemy you see outside the tutorial area. And he's got that much health. He's got a lot of health. too much. Unless you want to be super patient, he's got too much health for you to fight. I think most people did what I did, and they came back later when they were stronger. And I think that's the intention. So the idea is that you fight this guy, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna not fight this guy yet because I'm not strong enough. And so you keep following the story, and you get to Margit, which is like the second boss that you're gonna see outside of the tutorial area, and he's stronger. So what's the point of the Tree Sentinel if Margit is supposed to tell you go about, explore, and get stronger before you fight him? So you get the first two bosses are like that. In my head, it's like, well, what are the other bosses going to be like? Is it just going to be that kind of thing? So I understand creatively why they did that. At least that's what I think. I think that's what I think. But I think one of the two should, like, I think Margit should have been stronger. And I also find it weird that arguably Margit is harder than Godric. Godric's a demigod. Margit, not Morgott. Margit is his bodyguard or whatever, and I don't understand why he's arguably harder. Probably because it's the first big boss that you come across, but it's still very strange to me. And on that note, I think there are 172 boss encounters. I think there's 44 or 45 technical bosses, and however any number of mini bosses, and the boss encounters do repeat bosses, right? Because you come across Misbegotten Warrior a few times, you come across Crucible Knight a few times, you come across a bunch of ulcerated tree spirit. So the bosses, I've always said, and this is true for any of the FromSoft games, and instead with this one, is that the bosses are my least favorite parts of the game. I enjoyed the bosses here more than I enjoyed them in the other game because there's a bigger range. I mean, there's more of them, first of all, but there's also a bigger range. Some of them are harder, some of them are easier. Although I don't think anybody gave me as much trouble as Medir did, or as not Medir, but Sister Frida did. So I think overall it's a little bit easier, and I haven't played Sekiro, but I know that one's one of the harder, and I haven't played Bloodborne. I know that one's pretty hard as well. So even then, I'm going to say, yeah, this is a little bit... I mean, the thing is, it's harder and easier, right? And all the bosses are... There are a lot of duo bosses and some trio bosses, and like thematically they make sense, logically they make sense, but that doesn't make it a good boss fight or an unlazy boss fight. Right, just because Crucible Knights hang out together and Crystalians hang out together, logically you'd figure that. Doesn't mean you need to shove two in a boss room together. It doesn't mean you need two or three Crystalians together in a room. So that's a little annoying, but at least it makes sense. With the exception of Misbegotten Warrior and Crucible Knight in Castle Redmane, either before or after the festival, depending on how your progression goes. That one to me doesn't make any sense. Why would you put two aggressive enemies together that don't really have a connecting tissue between them? I guess there are knights in the castle, and there are Misbegotten Warriors in the castle, and that's good enough. But shoving them together doesn't seem to make... But they're not... I think they're just Crucible Knights. I don't think they're... Sorry, I think they're regular Knights and not Crucible Knights, I think, if I remember properly. But the point is that one fight... I mean, that one fight is the one fight I didn't understand. I mean, it was annoying to begin with, which is fine. That's a different issue. But it didn't make any sense to have those together. At least if you have two Tree Sentinels together. Like I said, 2 or 3 Crystalians. If you have, 2 Crucible Knights, that makes sense. But that one fight is just doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing with Njal, right? Njal makes sense that it's his character. He summons the knights, and so there's 2 Crucible Knights with him when he summons that. So that kind of makes sense. Doesn't make the fight balanced. I don't want to say balanced. Doesn't make the fight fun or naturally difficult. It just makes sense for it. And that's really the one boss fight I can reproach in the game. As much as I talked about Tree Sentinel and Margit, I mean the fine bosses, no issues with the bosses. It's just the difficulty spike as the first two bosses you're gonna find outside the tutorial area. One of them being the first enemy you're gonna see outside the tutorial area. Having a huge spike in difficulty that way kind of, I think would push a few people. Would give a wrong idea to people. The game is hard, yes, but the first enemy shouldn't dictate how hard the game is. And the game is not as hard as your first encounter with the Tree Sentinel. You're just underpowered for it. But anyway, having said that, yeah, I enjoyed the bosses overall. I didn't fight all the bosses. There's some Deathrite birds I didn't fight. There's some Death birds I didn't fight. There's some other there's a bunch of other things I didn't fight. There are a few. No, I know there's a couple caves and there's a catacomb that I found in Mountain of the Giants, the western side of that I didn't go explore, and I'll do that in due time. But this was the first playthrough, and as much as I wanted to 100% this with this playthrough, I'm kind of wanting to go to the melee side of things. And I didn't want to change this character because his character is Astrologer, and that makes sense on my YouTube and that kind of thing. But for the most part, yeah, I wasn't necessarily, I don't know if I was getting tired, but I wanted to try something else, right? So, and I'll do that. I'll do that. As all, as far as regular enemies, as far as bosses go, yeah, that makes sense. There's a few annoying ones that I didn't like, because the Kindred Rod I didn't like because of my build. The Misbegotten Warrior and the Crucible Knight was annoying. What else? The stupid... You never fought them as a boss, thank God. But there's that weird, freaky, fast enemy that hits really hard that I found 3 times in the game. One is near, I think, Leskar ruins. He spawns in front of a teleporter in the ruins in Leon of the Lakes. Another one is in the first hero, not necessarily the first hero's cave, but it was I forget which hero's cave it is. But he spawned under some stairs, under a little platform, and the third time is in the Shaded Castle. He spawns in the courtyard near the back of the castle. That enemy I didn't like at all. The design is really interesting, but I didn't like it. You shouldn't be fast, cover that much ground, and do that much damage. The hands. The hands are annoying. Alright, so what is that? 4 or 5, maybe 6 enemies in the entire game that I truly don't like. And having said that, I don't like, a lot of people don't like Crucible Knights. I don't mind the Crucible Knights. Their reach is a bit ridiculous. They have a 40-foot sword, it seems like, but I have no issues with them. I have no issues with, also Tree Spirit is fantastic. It's really gangly and really weird hitbox, but it's a lot of fun to fight. It's very different. Even though I kind of cheaped out on Radagon and Elden Knight, Elden Beast was a little on the annoying side, because my run that I killed him on just now, he kept running across the map. It was the worst luck ever. And that's gonna be, that must be so annoying on Melee, where you have to run across. At least I could, stay somewhere in the middle and just ping him off with magic, or at least try to. So I can't imagine, so that boss, as far as design goes, is spectacular. The artistry is intense. As far as the attacks and everything, and the lore is fantastic. But I don't like the fact that he just yeets himself across the map so much. Not yeet, but he teleports across the map so much. That's just... And Radagon is a fantastic one-on-one fight. Like I said, I practiced a lot. And when I say practice, what I do, and you can reproach me for this, I don't care. I don't want to spend as much time as some other people learning the boss fights, because I have things I want to do. But what I do is I get cheat engine, I give myself infinite HP, and I just dance with the boss as long as I feel is necessary. So I don't hit them. I just learn their attacks, learn their timings, learn their combos, learn distances. I just do that for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. From Maliketh, I think I did that for an hour and a bit. Just because he kept killing me over and over again. And yeah, I did realize that is a way the chain works. Sorry. So yeah, so that's what I do when I say I practice. I didn't do that a lot this game. I did it for Maliketh, I did it for Godric, and Godric I'm going to have a hard time with, and it's not helping me out in doing what I did, because Godric is going to give me a hard time in the not the first phase. First phase is relatively simple, is just tight. Godric's going to give me a hell of a time in his phase 2, because I kind of saw an easy strat, and that's what I did. Use my summons, stay up, and then just ping them with magic. Right, so anyway, so I practiced with for Maliketh, for Godric, and for Radagon and Elden Beast, and that's it. None of the other fights in this game, I did that. I probably should have done that for Radagon, because Radagon's going to give me a problem, I think. I'm going to have to practice him a bunch in my next playthrough. Not Radagon, Radon, sorry. Radon's going to give me a bit of a problem. And yeah, Maliketh is not too bad. There's just one thing I have to learn from him. His timings are very, very tight. And like I said, I know I didn't fight Melania. I know I didn't fight the Big Moog. I didn't fight Big Moog. I didn't fight a few other people. But but I'm gonna fight them later. That's not a big deal. I paid for the game. I'm gonna do everything I can in the game. And yeah, so like I said, the complaints I have are very minor. A couple bosses. The boss I can count on one hand, maybe with another finger. Enemies I dislike, again, on one hand. The one boss fight, a couple things are very, very early game that I disagree with, although I understand why they did it that way. Other than that, there's no complaints in this game. Well, the performance is crap. Let's be honest. Performance on PC is struggling. Having said that, that's a technical issue. Technically though, the game looks gorgeous on low settings. The game loads pretty fast. It's on an SSD, so it's not going to suffer from rust, from the spinning rust. The lore, the world building, the exploration, the RPG aspects, the weapon variety, the spell variety, the consumable, like this, every other aspect is just fantastic. This game is exquisite from start to finish. There's nothing that doesn't seem measured, and that's, I think, the word I would use to describe this game more than it's very measured. Everything is there for a reason. Right, as much as, and it's so dense. The map is dense. There's a lot of stuff to do. The map is a good size. Anything smaller would be disappointing. Anything bigger would be, I think, would have empty spaces that would take away from the depth of the world. And even when you're done on the surface, there's stuff underneath, which is just fantastic. So yeah, this is a fantastic game. I can't think of anything else to say. Thank you for coming on this 120 odd hour journey with me, or whatever it ends up being. A little bit less than that, because I did cut a bit, and I did farm a bit, and I did the other things a bit. But thank you, chat. Thank you, well, I guess viewers at this point. Thank you, viewers. Comment down below what you thought. On a scale of 1 to crap, how bad am I? That's a question. I want to say more things about this game, but I can't say any. Like the only way I can go. Yes. Okay. So here's some stuff that I missed, and I know I missed. I played the game. Okay, and this is how I play my games, my open world games, Fallout and Elder Scrolls and Kingdoms of Amalur and Elden Ring. This is how I play all the games, where I see something shiny and I go look for it, and then in my search for that shiny thing, I see about 17 other shiny things and I go look for those. I missed just about every quest line you can find in this game. I missed a ton of logic from place to place in this game. About halfway through, I'm like, how do I do this? And I have to Google it, like just finding Randy's quest. Like I said, my exploration is fun, but it's a detriment to the quest design, which is fine. So I realize, yeah, there's a few places I didn't explore. I realized there's a few enemies I didn't fight. I did not use a bunch of different weapons. Because I was a spellcaster, I didn't want to use melee weapons, and because I didn't use melee weapons, I can't use I can't. Is it I didn't use greases, I didn't use ashes of war, I didn't use a bunch of different other things that would add to the depth of the combat. I'm going to play this game again as melee, and I'm going to focus on consumables, and I'm going to focus on quest lines. I've already started a new spreadsheet of things that I have to look for, of things that I have to, like items I have to look for, of quest lines that I want to start. I will be trying as much as possible to stay in the area I'm supposed to be in, at least explore the entire area before I go fight the area boss. I will probably go exploring in Caelid and a couple other places to be able to farm either items for crafting or to farm runes or what have you. But I won't go exploring. But because I know the game now, I know the map, I know where things are. My next playthrough is going to be a bit more focused. You can see, as I've been editing all these videos, I've just noticed how fucking scatterbrained I am with this. I skip 10 minutes, like I'm watching myself play, and then I skip 10 minutes, and then I'm in a completely different area, and then I skip another 10 minutes, and I'm in a completely different area from the first two, and then a completely different area from the first three. And then I go back to the area number 2 for some reason. Extremely scatterbrained. And if you've enjoyed this thing, I've enjoyed this. Like, you've seen me, I've enjoyed this. I complain, yes, but I complain about it. So my next playthrough is going to be a little bit less scattered, a little bit more focused. And again, there's going to be a focus on consumables and basically the parts of the game I didn't experience, right? That's kind of the way I'll play. I did things exactly the way I wanted to in this playthrough, and I enjoyed it. Like I said, I missed a bunch of stuff, I know that. But the next time is going to be playing a little bit more methodically, the way that it's intended to play, if you want to put that way. So all I can say, chat, is thank you, chat. Viewers, people. I don't know, maybe there's some animals. Comment down below. Tell me if you're an animal.
By animal, I mean pet. I guess great apes can be pets. Anyway, not important, Pat. Shut up. Thank you for enjoying this journey with me. I find it fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to, for different reasons, I'm very much looking forward to From Software's, the DLC for this game, From Software's next game, and the Elden Ring clones that are going to come out. For different reasons, I'm interested in the clones. But yeah, this is fantastic. I can't say enough good things. Basic recommendation is that if you liked any of the FromSoft games, if you like any melee combat, and you don't mind a bit of difficulty, this is a must-have. The lore is fantastic. The exploration is exquisite. The visuals are terrific. The enemy and boss designs are great. The progression is fantastic. There's not really anything, apart from a few gripes I had at the beginning of this. There's not really anything I can approach for this game. It's a terrific game. After having said that, chat, viewers, what have you, I hope you have a good time playing your own playthrough. Let me know what you have done in your first playthrough or second playthrough. Let me know what you think. Goodbye.